When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man. You know he can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up for you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing. Too high, getting too high. Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Fantastic song. How are you? It's Laura T at Dream Deals 123 on eBay. I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. And I'm back. I've been gone a while. Yeah, I kept having days where I was thinking I gotta do it, but sometimes I just didn't feel like it. Lots has been going on. Why don't I give you my haul video, my what sold video, and then I'll talk about everything that's been going on. Okay. I sold this. I should have taken everything out of its little... Fall is here. Starting to sell some sweaters and things, but I put everything on because I just started putting stuff from a long time ago on, like 60% off, then 50% off, then 40% off, then 30% off, then 20% on. Like the older stuff is really on sale. So I'm making some sales, but they are on sale. So I sold this. And some of the stuff is stuff from a long time ago that I paid a little more than I'm paying these days, but that's okay. This is Sarah Spencer. Isn't that a beautiful fall piece? It's a woman's 3X alpaca wool blend pumpkin spice shawl, cardigan cozy. I paid about $2 or $3 for that, and I made $10. I sold it for $23, and that includes the shipping. Here's another nice piece. Is this soft? Anthropology. What size is this? Size small. Woman's turtleneck, pullover sweater, top, puff sleeves. Very cute. Green. I feel like sometimes I take stuff and I put it in a box of older stuff because I'm reusing the bag. Like, they all have numbers on it. Like, this is 253, is a really old one. Sometimes I'm lazy, and instead of putting a new sticker on there, I'll just stick it in there and call it 253. But I have to stop doing that because these sales are kind of dependent on that. But maybe that's why I'm making some quick sales on these things. Anyways, I paid $3. I sold it for $13. That includes the shipping. So I made just about $3 on this. But I've had it for a while. And let's see. This is Carhartt flannel lined jeans, men's 38-34 blue relaxed fit workwear pants. I paid up for these. I paid $8 and sold them for $15 plus shipping. So I made about $7 on these, and sold them for $23 all in. And that was on. They were on sale, and then I also have a 20% off coupon. So some of these things are like 80-90% off of the original value. But I'm making some sales. Here's something I got for free. I've had it for well over a year or two. It's really pretty. It's like a leaf that's been bronzed, and then like a kind of a crocheted necklace. 13-inch necklace, copper dipped oak leaf pendant, handmade nature boho cottage core. Got it for free. Sold it for $5 plus shipping, and I made about $5 on this. Shipping pays for everything else. And then I made another sale of pants. These are rare Y2K Levi's, $5.99. Giant fit wide leg jeans. We know that these big wide leg things are all fashion. It's got fringe. Paid $8 for these, sold them for $35 plus shipping. So I made about $25 on these because I paid up for them. But that's okay. Yes, it's my best sale. You know, I have been looking more in pants. I'll tell you something else. Let me make a note of this. I'm doing I'm going all in like Yumbo. And let me tell you what I mean. Like, who's Yumbo? What is Yumbo? Is it something she ate at her seaside trip? No, that's gumbo. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is another nice fall piece, a woman's green long sleeve cardigan, extra large in St. John's Bay. And I sold this for, paid $1, sold it for 10 plus shipping, so I made about $10 on this. And they also, I think, used, yeah, everybody here used the 20% off coupon, plus the huge sale, except the Sarah Spencer alpaca, I think, but that was the best offer. So I made 58 overnight, and that was net, and then I made 124 gross, so about 40%. So that's not bad. What has been going on? Well, let me see. Okay, what do I mean by I'm going big Yumbo? You know, you got to look at who's listened to and try to copy and do what people are doing who are actually making money. Big Yumbo seems to make money. If you go to his store, which let me see if I can tell you what it is, and look at his sell-through rate, and look at his what he has listed and what he has sold, and look at like what his prices are that he's selling. Look at what he is selling and copy him, because he is making money and he's selling mostly men's clothing, and it's Yumbo Industries. Okay, so I decided I'm going to go, and first thing I'm going to do is check the pants. And I did check the pants Sunday, and I didn't find any like Levi's or anything like that he found, but I found a pair of climbing pants that I'm probably going to about $35 for, and I paid $1. So I think that, and I got a lot of other stuff that he doesn't get to, but I was much pickier this time. So look at his store, and you know, everybody needs jeans. Everybody wants blue jeans. Everybody wants Levi's, vintage Levi's, black Levi's, I guess are the big thing. Any black denim. So just look in the things, the jackets and the jeans. Any black denim? No? Okay, move on. I mean, at least do that. All right, let me tell you other things that have been going on. Well, how am I doing? It's been 5 months since my husband passed. I'm doing okay. It's still really, really hard and unbelievable. It doesn't seem to, I feel pretty much the same way I felt before. I'm getting my, it's just, like I'm doing lots of stuff and having a good time, honestly. But it's just so different not doing stuff with him. It's just, after 35 years, it's just so different. So it's getting used to. I don't know if I'll ever get used to it, but I'm doing okay. I had a very nice time last week. I went with the local ladies who live on Timberlake here. I've been playing cards with them, and they invited me to, one of the ladies' daughters has a beach house on Topsail Beach, which is in the Outer Banks, that she was going to give to the ladies for a week. Found out that for rent, she gets $20,000 a week in prime season. And I believe it. This house had an elevator. The beach was its yard. You just walk out on the thing, and the beach, the ocean is right there. I've never had such a beautifully situated waterfront property. It was 4 stories. I had my own bedroom and my own bathroom, which was wonderful. It had a pool, it had a sauna, it had a hot tub, it had, I don't know if it had a sauna. It was just beautiful. And we had such a good time. We went out to dinner almost every night. And then one night we had a seafood boil. There was a place in town where you could order like shrimp, corn on the cob, potato, and kielbasa sausage. And then you pick it up in these pots, and then you boil it and cook it, and you put a big piece of paper over your table, and you peel and eat the shrimp, and it was just a blast. And surprisingly reasonable, more reasonable than going out as far as cost-wise. And then we just went out a lot to some nice restaurants and just played cards. We played cards in the afternoon and played cards in the evening. And it was really fun and really relaxing. We didn't really go anywhere except out to dinner, and we just hung out and played cards, and it was really relaxing. I like these card playing vacations because, I don't know, I was a little, almost, not really, but kind of thought a few times, should I go? I don't really know these ladies really well. I've never done anything with them other than play cards and, meet them a little bit in passing. But it was so much fun. And I was like, well, what I know of them, I like. And I'm going to take a chance and go. And because, you go somewhere, I'm driving with them. I don't even have my car. And, what if they had been really, I don't know, crazy people or something underneath it all. That they were so much fun. So much fun. Oh my gosh. Not who I expected fun, but more fun and kind of like for instance, one night we were all playing cards and drinking wine and just having a general good time. And one of the ladies was telling us about somebody on the lake who had joined a nudist colony. And we started talking about, I don't know, just got on the subject of what, if you had a bar at a nudist colony, what would it be called? And we just were naming the bar and naming drinks, and everybody was just cracking up. And I was like, I like these ladies. These are fun ladies. And so it was a really good time. What was the name of the bar? Something like the boobs, balls, and booze bar. Something really stupid. So, all right. So I've been having fun with them, and I really think I've been thinking a lot about the whole being friends and playing cards. I think it's a great way. Like, it's hard to make new friendships when you're older, I think. And being a new widow and stuff, it's like, I want to have some good friends. But everybody's 60, 70, 80. They have their lifelong friends. These ladies have been lifelong friends. But by doing these group things, like they go on cruises together, they go to the beach houses, they play cards. It's very inclusive. And I think that's really great. So I'm really thankful for this group of ladies, including me. It's eases. I think like in 5 years from now, I'll be one of them that's really, I'll be the one that really knows them too, because I'll be hanging out. So it's really cool. Okay, what else has been going on? Well, I had the perfect storm of just one of these things that I hate so much, where something costs you money and you, looking back, could have maybe fixed it, but I don't know if I could have. Okay, so about a month or two after my husband died, we got a notice from the water company saying that it seemed like there'd been more water running here than usual and we should check it out. And then we got the bill, and it was like not that high. It was like, I was like, oh, okay. And Bethany was like, Mom, we had so many people here, and we were doing laundry and doing all this stuff during the funeral because there were so many people in and out of the house. I'm like, yeah, that was probably it. And that's a little bit more. Nice of them to send me a note. And then I went to Missouri, right? And I told my daughter, if anything comes in the mail and I went for a month, right? Okay, so I said, if anything comes in the mail that looks important, open it up and, send me a picture of it for bills, and I'll just pay them over here. And so we get another one of those notices a month or so later. And I'm like, oh. And we had that mold problem, right? So Bethany's like, yeah, we washed clothes again. It was, it's got to be this washing all the clothes. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. And I think my son-in-law, I don't know if I had him come over and see if there was any water on or what, but whatever. I didn't really think much about it, okay? But then when I got home, I noticed the toilet was running. And I love my son-in-law, but sometimes it's like, I think maybe he's going to come over and fix it sometime, but he gets busy and I don't expect him to. So I just decided, I'm just going to get this water thing taken care of. And we had the mold thing. So I was like, maybe it's all tied in. And so I had a guy come over and he fixed the running toilet. I get the next water bill. if I can find it. $898.10. That's what a running toilet will do for you. They say, what do they say? Well, they said something in one of them that if it's an underwater, underground thing, it could be their responsibility, but it wasn't. It was the running toilet. So, I tried to call him because I was like, I should call him and see, is there anything they can do about this? Because I can pay it. I mean, it'll come out of my savings account, but I do have the money to pay it, but that's a lot of money. So I tried to call them, and they have two numbers, the office number and the emergency number. Guess what? They're the same number. So I call it. I'm like, okay. Like, this is the emergency. Is this an emergency? I'm like, no, but it's the same number as your office number. And they're like, no, you can only call her with an emergency. I'm like, can you transfer me to the office number? No, we don't transfer. Can you give a message? I mean, it's like the same number. How can you So they said, well, here's another number. So I call that number, and it's got one of those not busy signal. Nowadays people don't have busy signals. It goes to voicemail. Every business has an answering machine, right? But this had that bam, 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 where it's disconnected or something's wrong, right? I call there, I get that, I call them back, I tell them what's going on. They say somebody's going to call me. That was yesterday. Nobody's called me. The place is down the street. I will go there this week and show it to them, and I'll let you know if they say anything and can help in any way, but I don't think so. I was talking to my neighbor, Mac. There go the cats. And he said that he had an incident once, and they don't help. So, anyways, I just feel like, I should have just called the plumber right as soon as I got the very first note, I guess, or something. I mean, as soon as we kind of figured out it could be that running toilet, because that's my daughter's toilet, she's... This is when I wish my husband was here too, and she and I were talking about that. It's like, Dad would have caught this. Anyways, okay, other thing, let's get off that. I went to the hip doctor yesterday, and let me tell you about this. I had put in in Lynchburg Recommendations, which is our local place, I had asked what a good hip doctor was, and a doctor that came up was Diminick. Everybody said Diminick was great, and I had remembered that my son-in-law's dad had a hip replacement and a knee replacement, and he hadn't liked the doctor. But they were up in New York, upstate New York, and I couldn't get a hold of them to ask. So I went ahead and booked with this doctor. Come to be that this was a doctor that they feel I told him he needed a knee replacement when he really needed a hip replacement. And they weren't real fond of it, but they said, that could have just, they were like, he's competent. He's good. He is really good, I think. So they're like, go to him and see if you like him. And I was going to get a second opinion, but I like this doctor. It's not he showed me the x-rays. I know I need what he says, which is I need both hips replaced. And we're going to start with the left one. And they're going to call me and schedule it. So maybe, I don't know when, but the nurse said maybe 6 weeks or 2 months. So it's going to be posterior. He does posterior. He says mine are so bad that would be the best way to do mine. And he said that, I told him, well, I've been trying to deal with it in other ways and through stretching and exercises and natural stuff, and peptides. And he says, what? You've done a real good job dealing with it, because he goes, I don't know how you've managed with hips like that for so long. Anyways, I should have done it earlier. I was wrong, but I had to do it in my own time. So now I'm getting it done, and I'll keep you all posted on that. And, let's see, we've gone almost 20 minutes. Well, that's about all the main things. I hope you're all making some sales. I think you have to go with style. I think you have to get them at a low price, because it's just so competitive now. Anthropology I'm selling for $10. So you can't be paying like $6 or $7 for things like that. Or you've just got to really, really hunt. And look at people who sell stuff. You know, like Kaylee Elaine sells a lot of stuff too, but I like to look at every single thing they're selling, you know, like that's what I like Big Jumbo. And some of the stuff he's selling is on sale for, you know, $6 and stuff, but he's selling it. It's like a 90% sell-through rate. So his whole inventory sells out every 3 months because he's just picking the right thing, running sales, and it's selling. So that's what we got to do. All right. I will see you in the next one. And I will try to do more of these. Now that I'm back from all my traveling and everything. Oh, I got my new driveway put in. I'm so happy with it. So that just some major things had to be taken care of. So I'm very, very happy with my driveway. All right, see you in the next.